Hello, hello, hello. Thanks, people, for coming along. With especially with Empire less than a week away, we are doing well. I thought I'd run this quick stream just so that if people were coming along, bit of keen, had some questions or anything like that, then they could, well, I could give them a hand. I've been playing since the beginning, so I've crewed. I've done a lot of stuff involved with Empire. Um, I thought I'd start off, so with any new players, I'd give them a brief rundown of this is what you do when you arrive on site. This is, and just some other little bits and bobs, just so that things that they might not have thought about, people might not have thought about, even experienced players and stuff like that. If you have any questions at all, type it into chat. I do answer all the questions if I can, and I'm happy to stop talking what I'm talking about and then answer questions and then go back to it. So I've been fairly prepared. I've made myself a list. I have done well. I'm actually organised for once, so yeah. So arrival. Um, Entry to the site isn't until I think it's 1 o'clock on the Thursday. You have to pay a £5 camping fee, so to stay on site an hour the night before. Not a problem. It's a really good night on a Thursday. The tavern, there's songs everywhere. Everyone's drinking, and it's a laugh. It's so chilled. It's great. Arrive on the gate. You do not need your PID there. Okay, they will have a long list, and it just needs your name. So when you pull up, or you're on the van, on the minibus, taxi, own car, anything like that, they just want your name. They'll take a fiver. You're on. So that is really as easy as it sounds. Then, when all that's done, you've got to wherever your nation is. There are specific ways around the site. So it's all done in a one-way system, unless you're told by a red cap who is directing all the traffic. So you can, when you come up the hill into that car park, you'll have a right turn which will take you directly onto the field, or you can turn right a little bit beforehand if you're in the Navarre or in Wintermark. So you will then head down through the woods. Oh, I like. Ah, Nina, fine. Hello. Thanks for following. So you'll go down into the woods if you're going to set up with the Navarre, or you go through the woods and you'll appear down in the bottom of the field by Wintermark. So that's where I am. I play Mac, um, and I camp in Wintermark at Hursthall down in the bottom field. So I can be found down there if you have any questions or anything like that. So you head to your nation wherever you are. You'll be directed. So Annie Magic. It doesn't come up with people's names, and I'm rubbish at this. So if you tell me your real name or your character or anything like that, then I'll know. Then I'll recognise it. I had Craig come in last night, and it took me ages to realise it was Craig. I didn't actually realise it was him until after the stream. So I did really, really well there, and I felt like a dick. So, hey man, I don't know if you remember, but I play Adrian, who joined your. Yes, yes, I do, mate. I do. Really appreciate it. There's this the shield breaker stuff is still going on. We're making the banner at the moment. Well, I say we. The banner's being made at the moment, so we're all good there. So as we go on, so you'll go to your nation. You will have the camp planner there, who will tell you where you can pitch your tent. If you're camping OC, there are OC camping behind Wintermark, and at near the entrance as well. You've got you'll join next April. Well, this is perfect for you then. So thanks for coming along. Uh, and Crumwolf as well, as I've just said. Thanks for the follow, mate. That's you. Oh my god, you've got a nerve turning up here. Come to the game, you bastard. Sorry, I am nice, really. So yeah, so your camp OC, there is capability camping as well for anyone who has any any special needs or anything like that, and it's fantastic. PD look after every single one of you. I'm just hearing excuses. I know you bought a house, any excuse, but you are definitely missed, mate. So you'll get there. You get your unload your car. You'll get your camp. You get your tent out. You get unpack. So the basic, simple thing to do that I definitely recommend. Uh, cheers, Retro Rich. Hello. Thanks for following. That's awesome. Um, when you get there and you set your tent up, I recommend a towel by the front door, either as like a mat or something like that. Regardless of the weather, it helps when you walk in because it keeps a lot of shit out of your tent. Um, and it's worth shaking it off every morning as well because it you get bugs, you get stuff like that, and it keeps it all away. It soaks up water and stuff like that too. Have a second towel as well just to dry yourself off. Um, Even if it's hot, you're gonna sweat, and you will be grateful to be able to wipe yourself down. It is fantastic to do. Um, So there is a lot of things going on like that you can do like that to help out. Um, Simple things like wear a pair of socks, then a carrier bag over your socks, then another pair of socks. It's hot, but it keeps your feet dry. So if you can think you've got the best boots in the world. Um, there's a lot of things talking about where does your kit, where does your costume end? And everyone says it's at the ankle. It is at the ankle. It's a safety thing. There have been quite a few accidents that I've been witness to where people have not worn the right kind of protection on their feet. I bought an actual good. Uh, Hi Eric, thanks for following, mate. Any questions, buddy? Just ask away. There's so I'll go back to four. So I bought an actual good OC10 that comes with a porch. This event after the disaster, that was my pop up tent. Pop up tents are great. I've had one and I used it for my entire first year at Empire, and it worked wonders. Um, but yeah, you want to expand. It's now a Bell 10, and I can't rate them highly enough. They're fantastic. Um, but it's a case of just try to keep everything dry and tidy and make it and safeguard a lot of things. Any agent from Norway, so I want to sell something cool that most people have never seen. I don't know what yet. Thinking High Guard or Wintermark. Well, I've gone from Mac went from Urizen to Navarre to Wintermark. He's a whore. He's been around. He's experienced a lot. I've been playing him for about 6 years now. All I can say is just do what you're going to have fun. Find what you're going to do. That's fun. I know it's disgusting, especially how often I throw myself into a fight and the amount of people I've insulted. Yes, Joel. Max started off as Urizen, the most un-Urizen person in the world. And there's a lot of people coming over from Norway, Sweden, and places like that. So it's the wound of Mac leaving Navarre still raw. Sharp, you. But yes, I know. So playing as Eric, looking forward to seeing you again this way. I like meeting everyone. It's especially people who I've had a fight with because you've always got the stories there. I've generally insulted everyone, either generally when I'm on drugs with Grim, and we're doing a little wander around. Speaking of which, either this event or next event, Mac and Grim are going to be Wintermark's official Twilight drug dealers. So come say hi. Um, so yeah, so we've done well there. I woke up every morning with my hair soaked. Yeah, it does happen. You get condensation build up, but I would rather condensation built up in the tent than water getting in. So unless it was water getting in, then yeah, you need a new tent, basically. But everyone around will help out if they can. I know there were people whose tents leaked, And then other people were saying, you can jump in with us, you can jump in with us, and stuff like that. And it was really, really good. So Empire Weather tends to be mental. Don't forget the Varushka Winter Market. Yeah, Varushka, fantastic for these sorts of things. I love Varushka. I love their bar, especially. I know a few people who are in and around. I play Vampire the Masquerade with a couple of them down in the south coast, and it's awesome. Varushka, definitely a place to visit and have a chat with people. Um, Baked goods do, yeah. When it comes to selling stuff, baked goods um, always go down well. Drinks go down well, but there are a lot of alcohol sellers, and you will struggle to bring alcohol in from Scandinavia. So drawings, little trinkets, things like that, always goes down well. Um, Wintermark isn't for drugs. Wintermark is a good place to go for song, tell people stories and stuff like that. Song and story time. The greatest place in the entire empire for that is the Navarre. Song and story time is incredible. Um, so Newton, yeah, Ravager is Swedish, so he's been doing this for a couple of years now. He's been coming over. Can fit like four of me, so totally. Yeah, yeah, massively. Those sorts of size tents are fantastic. Um, so yeah, being able to stand up in a tent is highly desirable too. There are a few people I know who uh, are like 5 foot tall, and they are tiny, so they could stand up anywhere. I'm not. I'm pointing my fingers at a few people, no one specific. So like my other half, Nina, people like that, tiny, tiny people. Sorry. Yeah, cookies always go down well. Yeah, she's swearing at me at the moment. Um, Food is very, very good, which is great. There was, oh, I can't think what it's called now, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, Smith and Trot were selling jerky. That was it, jerky. Went down so well. Really, really good, but it takes a lot of time. Um, Rusty Compass. I have. Oh no, I've seen the Rusty Compass once. Very, very funny. Definitely worth it. So, let me here. Probably sell quite well. Being over 6 foot isn't great for tents. No, neither is being as fat as me. Um, I'm on the larger side, but I'm losing weight. But it is an issue as well. So having space and height is really, really nice. So I'll get back to my list because I seem to have gone through a lot of stuff there, which is awesome. So clean clothes. I've already mentioned socks once. It is imperative that you have something on your something clean and dry on your feet. It's it's difficult to keep on top of because you get so involved in the game. Yeah, socks just for bedtime as well. It's definitely worth having those sorts of things and a towel. As I say, dry your feet off, clean socks on, wear them to bed because obviously you use so much heat through your feet and the top of your head. So if you've got like one of these maggot sleeping bags, tuck your head in. That's fantastic to do. Um, Carry kit on a train, especially weapons. You get a fishing pole bag. They're quite long. They're like 6 foot in size. You can get them smaller as well. Anything like that. It's yeah, just chuck the weapons in there. I when I did Comic Con at the beginning of the year, I wrapped all of my weapons in a blanket and carried them around because the last thing you want to do is be walking through London carrying a mace. So yeah, so it's worth having stuff like that. Bin bag, I've heard people say, or a blanket to wrap them in. Yeah, yeah. So as I said, yeah, carry a bag, stuff like that. Bin bag, put all your wet clothes together. Doesn't matter if they smell. You're going to wash them when you get home, aren't you? So there's nothing better than putting on a dry socks after a day in the rain. Yeah, exactly. Or you're as dumb as me, where I'm generally nicely inebriated at the end of the day and I pass out in bed, still wearing like my face paint and all of that sort of stuff. So I've ruined pillows. Let's put it that way. Um, so yeah, Krishna the creator wears. He's 6'1", I think, and his horns that he wear make him at least 7 foot tall. They are massive, so big. Um, so yeah, so that's good. How do you get from the airport in England to the airport? Okay. There you go, Joel. Oh, there is a travel group in the Empire that you can go into. So you can say, "Can is anyone doing this, that, or the other?" And people will generally say, "Oh, I'm driving through here. I'll pick you up, and I can drop you off again afterwards." So Joel's done well there. So yeah, clean clothes is fantastic. It's even down to your grandies, to your pants. Something clean to be put on, baby wipes, stuff like that. Anything to make yourself feel fresher. It does help. It really, really does help. The very first event that I went to was when it hit minus. You'll hear varying temperatures from -10 to -25 at night. It was cold. Someone got frostbite that event because they were silly. But essentially, I slept. I had my kit on 24/7, and when I got home and had a bath, I just jumped straight in the bath to warm up. I turned the water black. It was disgusting, and ever since then, I've said to myself, "I'm never doing this again." Uh, every other event now, I still do it, so I'm good at that. But yeah, Nina, it was freezing, absolutely freezing. But one of the nights we escaped to a friend's house who was nearby. So while everyone else was freezing in a field, we were drinking beer and watching 300 in a nice warm house. It was great. So -6 at E1 this year. It didn't feel that bad though. E1. I mean, I've my other half has made me a really nice thick woolen, a nice thick cloak with fur on it and stuff like that. I'm toasty. I'm really toasty, but I don't tend to feel the cold that much anyway. So, clean kit as well. I have a very simple thing. I'll have like a dress kit that I'll wear when I'm out and about. When I'm fighting, my trick is that I will wear a pair of black a pair of black joggers. So thanks Nordic God for following. Which one? So so I'll wear a pair of black joggers, which my boots will then like hold in. I'll be wearing my gambeson, my armor, stuff like that. So you don't really tend to notice. But when you're fighting, no one's going to come up to you and go, "Well, look at your kit." Knowing Mac, they're likely to just to get a hammer around the face. So there's lots of things like that. But having something clean to put on in both aspects, keeping a pair of some clothes in a carrier bag, dry, so that when you finish the event, you can put these clean, dry clothes on. It feels amazing. Same with your pair of trainers or something like that. Pretty much all of Steel Storm aren't coming to E4. That is a shame. I was relying on them. Oh well, never mind. My unit's fucked. Oh well. So there's going to be about 6 of us. Right, so a big one is food. It's something that people always ask about. People's always worried about does it cater for vegan, vegetarian, massive carnivores like me, things like that. There are vegan places, there's vegetarian places. They're on the PD website. There's a list of all of the caterers there. They are fantastic for for all the food that they do, and for helping, well, for pointing out to people, saying this is good, and stuff like that. So it's great to see. To be fair, kit at Empire is normally pretty awesome. I saw a guy white at Nike Air Max and a white polo shirt. Yeah, I think I saw the same guy actually. I think he wasn't expecting to come. I believe that was a guy who had turned up um, to drop a friend off, and then decided to stay. And yeah, I think he wasn't around a great deal. So they're too broke. Guess we're gonna have to recruit. I'll announce something in the moot, I think. But normally, yeah, as you say, 99.9% of it, kit is fantastic. Everyone's looks really, really good, and it's a great feeling when you're stood there and you look at everyone else's kit. I mean, I hate my kit anyway, regardless of all the work that's done on it. I always want to do more. So, I mean, the best I'll do is change my face paint, which I have actually done now for the next one. Um, so, food is always there. There are people you can bring your. I recommend the Moorish meal ticket. Yep, there you go. Advocate for Moorish. I know John eats at Moorish a lot. I recommend the trenches that you can get there, the breakfast trenches. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's all I can say about them. Too good. Mine is tweaking. I keep getting confused for a winter marker. You know a winter marker? He's Varushkin. It's fine. Um, I get well. I'm converting at the moment. So, but I'm quite lucky because Navarre and Wintermark very very similar. Varushkin, just get yourself a fairy hat.
And watch walls.
What time do you turn up on Thursday? As pretty much all my OC friends are coming.
Wednesday.
Um, if I was doing crew, I'd be there on Wednesday. The plan for the three of us, we're getting there between 12 and 1 on the Thursday. That's when we'll be getting set up. So yeah, feel free to pop over and come and hang out. So yeah, um, but kit they say should be a ever changing thing. So always strive to do more. Um, perfect. Always kit ambitions. Yeah, exactly. I mean, my other half, her kit has she's added to every single event. Um, Very good. Hey folks, hoping to join E1 2020. I intend to buy the basics for my kit, tunic, etc. online. Do the traders offer a decent selection of weapons, shields, and the like on site? Massive, massive. So if you are travelling over from Scandinavia, though, getting the weapons back might be an issue. It's probably worth looking into how to do that as well, unless you're driving. Um, so, but the weapons are fantastic. There are people who do custom weapons. Now, I'll be coming from Kent. That's still foreign. So that's all right then. Yeah, you're laughing. There are so many good traders there. Um, I can't think of the one. There's a guy called Darren Stocker, and he runs a He runs his own one, makes his. They're amazing. His weapons are so good. I bought my knife from him. Absolutely fantastic. So, but back to the kit. You get people who have changed. So as I said, my other half hers have changed.